shock us more than a sudden knockout. And when it comes to women's MMA, the knockouts are just as vicious, just as unforgettable. Tonight, we count down 10 of the most brutal knockouts in women's fighting history. Moments of violence and victory that echo through time. These are the collisions of skill, power, and will that left an indelible mark on the sport. Number 1, Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey, UFC 193, 2015. 56,000 fans packed into Melbourne. Ronda Rousey, the armbar queen, undefeated, untouchable. Across from her stood Holly Holm, the quiet underdog with world-class boxing. For one round, Holm picked Rousey apart.
I have a feeling Herb Dean's going to get a workout. It's dangerous and experienced striking.
Stay right on.
He's also in tremendous physical condition. There's another key to the fight. Holly's getting out of the way and cutting angles, ducking. Ronda connected with that hand, though.
Then in round 2, what happened? Holmes pivots, swings her leg left high, crack! The head kick detonates on Ronda's jaw. She collapses, unconscious before she hits the mat.
The new UFC bantamweight champion of the world!
The aura of invincibility shattered in one strike. The stadium erupted. The dynasty was over. Holm didn't just win a belt. She delivered one of the greatest upsets in sports history. And number 2, Amanda Nunes versus Cris Cyborg, UFC 232, 2018. For 13 years, Cris Cyborg was feared, unbeaten, unstoppable. But Amanda Nunes didn't back down. From the opening bell, they swung like sledgehammers. Just 51 seconds in, Nunes lands an overhand right that shuts Cyborg's lights out cold.
She's still got her down. Cyborg nearly out on her feet.
The mighty Cyborg flattened for the first time in her career. The world stunned, the crowd in disbelief. Amanda Nunes became the first woman to hold 2 UFC belts, and with one knockout, ended the reign of terror that redefined a generation. Number 3, Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Eye, UFC 238, 2019. Sometimes a strike is so perfectly placed, it's terrifying, just as deadly as raw power. Now number 4, Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Weili, UFC 261 in 2021. After a year of empty arenas, the Jacksonville crowd roared for Thug Rose. Facing Zhang Weili, the dominant Chinese champ, Rose wasted no time. Barely a minute in, she feints low and launches a head kick. Zhang drops instantly, limp. Rose pounces. The ref dives in. The crowd explodes as Rose screams through tears.
As many style points as you can produce.
I am the best! In that moment, she became the first woman to reclaim a lost UFC belt with a knockout so sharp it echoed Joe Rogan's immortal call, Thug Rose, Thug Rose. Number 5, Jessica Andrade versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz, UFC 228 in 2018. Straw weights aren't supposed to have one-punch KO power unless your name is Jessica Andrade. Halfway through round 1, she launches a right hook that detonates on Karolina's chin. In an instant, Karolina's body crumbles lifeless against the cage. No follow-ups needed.
Had some success sticking that jab out there and then...
One punch, it was called a knockout from hell, and it proved Andrade's power was something the strawweight division had never seen before. Number 6, Ronda Rousey beat Correia, UFC 190 in 2015. Rousey wanted revenge. Correia had mocked her, taunted her, and Rio Ronda answered. From the opening bell, she swarmed. Seconds later, a right hand smashed Beta's jaw. Correia collapsed face first to the canvas, out cold in 34 seconds. As the medics rushed in, Ronda leaned over her fallen foe and spat her own words back. "Don't cry!" A cold, merciless knockout that silenced an entire arena. Number 7, Molly McCann versus Luana Karolina, UFC London in 2022. Sometimes magic happens. At the O2 Arena, Molly Meatball McCann gave her people a moment they'll never forget. Late in round 3, McCann spun at a back elbow, crushed Karolina's jaw. She fell unconscious instantly. stiff as a board. The crowd erupted. Beer flight. The roof nearly torn off. It was the first spinning elbow knockout in UFC women's history. A viral moment that turned McCann into an overnight star. Number 8, Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. Slam, UFC 237 in 2019. Not all knockouts come from fist. In Brazil, Andrade showed pure force. She hoisted Rose high into the air and spiked her head first into the mat. Rose went limp on impact. Out cold from a slam, Andrade fell to her knees in disbelief. Then Rose, a champion. It was only the 4th slam KO in UFC history and the first in women's title fight. Terrifying, unforgettable, legal. Number 9, Sarah Kaufman versus Roxanne Modafferi. Strikeforce 2010. Before women were in the UFC, Strikeforce gave us this violent classic. With Roxy chasing an armbar, Kaufman lifted her and slammed her down. The thud echoed as Modafferi's head bounced out the canvas. Out cold. The small arena erupted in shock. It was 2010 and many doubted women's MMA could produce highlights like the men's. Sarah Kaufman silenced that debate in one thunderous moment. Now number 10, Zoila Frosto versus Rousey Sexton. Bellator 23, 2010. Our final stop, Bellator 23. 2 minutes in, Rousey Sexton shoots for a takedown. Zoila Frosto times it, launches a knee straight up the middle. Crack!
Sexton is in trouble and she is out cold! Game, set, match, Zoila Frosto!
Sexton goes limp instantly, falling backward. Zoila swarms until the ref pulls her away. Just like that, the underdog turned contender. A single knee rewriting her career and leaving Sexton unconscious on the canvas. 10 knockouts, 10 moments of shock. Awe and raw violence. Each strike, a reminder that in MMA, everything can change in an instant. A head kick, a right hand, an elbow, a slam. We've seen champions fall, legends born, and history rewritten in seconds. These are the knockouts we'll replay for decades. Brutal, iconic, unforgettable. The women of MMA proving again and again that when the strike lands clean, it hits just as hard.